Change starts with a decision. No more excuses. It don't have to make sense to nobody else but you and God. Everything that makes you you is why you're so important. Your strengths are the keys to the doors that, guess what? Only you were meant to open. We're going to use this 30 minutes to get some stuff done. We're not wasting no more time. There's so many things to do, accomplish, and to grow and build. You don't have to do everything on your own. Join us every Tuesday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. We are not moving forward to this next level in doubt or confusion. This is not included. This is Pennie Owens, founder of Pennie Owens LLC, a leadership empowerment consultancy where we are on a mission to empower professionals, small business owners, and corporate teams to live and lead in their authentic purpose, starting with the hearts of leaders and expanding to their teams, environments, and the communities that they influence. I am seeing more and more and more people where what they can't see, they just do not believe is going to happen. They don't believe that it's coming to them. They don't believe that good things are real. They are becoming more and more frustrated with what's happening around them, to them, and just what they see happening to others. And I get it. I understand that the stuff that we are literally just kind of watching and being involved in, whether it is social media or real life, it is frustrating. It is discerning. It is concerning. And it doesn't give you hope. But I promise you, changing your mindset makes a huge difference when it comes to what your reality looks like, feels like, and just the opportunities and experiences that you have. It makes a really big difference. Well, how do you know that? For myself, I'd had to make sure that I checked myself and my mindset often. I make sure I keep it in alignment with what's positive. But there was a time period where that was difficult. I changed my mindset literally, and it sounds a little interesting, but I changed it from illness to business. And what I mean by that, those who doesn't know me, they don't know my history and my background. And I dealt with serious, all body, like head to toe illnesses and different diagnoses. I mean, everything, fingers and carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, gastric issues, asthma, migraines of assortment, brain tumors. I mean, cricky knees, fibromyalgia, just all kinds of different things, just head to toe. And that was the reality. That was what I was dealing with. That was what was hindering me from having a full life. So you would think, no, I had young children. I was going through a divorce when everything really started kicking in. I was in transition to moving from one part of the country to the other. I didn't have time for that to kick in and steal my life. And I refused it. I was determined to change my mindset because the way that things were looking, I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to experience these beautiful children that I have had, and I'm not going to get to see what God has planned for any of us. And I want to. I told myself, I am not about to listen to what my body tells me. I'm going to tell my body what I want it to do. Now, of course, how do you do that? Because body issues are real. Pains are real. Different type of diseases, they're real. I'm not saying that they're not, but I know for myself, mind over matter, and I want to make sure that it count and that it mattered in a huge way. I was not satisfied with how it looked, how the reality looked, and what the prognosis was for myself or for my children, for my family. I wasn't happy about it. And I guess you can call this stubborn. I refused to accept it. I accepted it to a point of gathering my thoughts, writing them down, having the will, prepping for my family for just in case. But that part was minuscule. It sounds huge. You're preparing to die? What do you mean? That's not something small. Yes, but for me, it was something small because I had a life to live until that happened. And as long as I woke up every single day, then I had things to do and I wanted to strap my boots on and keep moving. So I did. Mind over matter. When you change your mindset to, you know what? I'm going to get some things done. I'm going to continue to move forward regardless of the circumstances around me. And I want to enjoy life. I want to explore and see what else can happen. When you tell yourself that and you really mean it, then that's what happens to you. You don't let, okay, my knees is hurting this morning. They didn't want to show up for work. You don't let that keep you from doing what you're supposed to do. If you think, all right, I'm tired and I don't really feel like getting up, wash your face, brush your teeth, and stand up anyway. See what the day brings. Most times, you'll be surprised at all the different things and joys and many miracles that are around you. And it's worth just kind of hitting that switch, changing your mindset, ignoring your situations and ignoring your body to see what else God has for you. It is serious. Changing your mindset from scarcity and lack and just fear to empowerment, curiosity, and just an acceptance. Like, I want more and I want it now. I want to bring it in and I want to see what this feels like right now, not eventually. That shift takes on a huge influence over the rest of your life. Now, welcome to Intentional Tuesdays, where professionals and entrepreneurs come weekly to refresh their alignments and to reset their intentions every week. And we do this because we want to make sure that you are in alignment with your leadership and you lead and live authentically in your purpose. Not somebody else's, not theirs, but yours. And I do this with simple techniques aligned with spiritual values to make sure that that impact is on set immediately and ongoing. Okay, this is not a quick fix. This is something long term. Okay, so you don't have to keep fixing it. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. I love being able to see all these different things on here. It is really, really cool. Now, like I said, today's intention is cultivating abundance mindset and shifting from scarcity to prosperity. Now, that sounds like a huge transition from one to the other. It sounds like it's something that's going to take a whole lot of work. It sounds like something that may even be impossible, depending on where you are right now. I assure you that it's not. It may feel uncomfortable, even scary, but it is not so difficult that it cannot be done. And it is not as difficult as you think. Now, the first thing you want to start looking at, reframing scarcity thinking. Okay. Like I said, the words that you use outside of your mouth, you might want to start watching. Okay. You might want to pay attention to it because there are power in words, whether you think so or not. But not just the words that you spew out into the world. The words that you say to yourself make a big difference. All your actions start with your mind and what you put out there. Therefore, it starts inside. You don't start seeing more things come into fruition until you start saying it. You start seeing it, you start acting, and it starts with you. So you don't want to think, okay, like scarcity. It starts with something as simple as like there's not enough. When you think that's just not enough. Now, everything that we are being shown in a lot of different areas, whether it's money, job opportunities, food, land, just the different things around us, are showing us things are running out. There's not enough for everyone. And that's not true. The media is going to do exactly what it's supposed to do, whether it's to control your emotions, to scare you towards their agenda, or just to cause some confusion so that you spend your money. There's plenty. Did you think that the world got smaller all of a sudden? No. Do you don't think there's enough people to give you an opportunity? There's a whole lot of people out here. Look to your left, look to your right. I don't see you here by yourself. So don't pay attention to things that you are seeing so much that everything is true. It's not. There's some games being played, but you keep yourself and your feet grounded so that you know the difference between what they're trying to do and the actual reality of it. Okay? You want to tell yourself, keep yourself open to understand that there's more than enough. Half of the things that we deal with, we got too much of it anyway. You can share it. I mean, really, you think about the children being hungry around the world and in our own cities. There are people that are homeless, but you see a whole lot of empty buildings. There's a lot that we can do with what we have. But are you doing something? Are you ignoring the different things that's around the resources that we have? Do you feel like pulling in the work to actually use the resources? Unfortunately, a lot of us probably don't. We're not doing anything to make a big difference, and we're not even paying attention to the resources that we actually have, that you have access to. And we definitely, a lot of people, I'm sorry, don't want to do that work. It takes work to do something grand, and everything worth having is worth it. Again, the mindset, it changes. There's enough here for you and to share. And that's how God wants it. He wants you to understand that the resources that you have, you probably have abundance of something. Even if you look around your house, if you look around your, like just in your possessions, there's probably one thing that you probably could share or get rid of and hand to someone else that you don't even need anymore. We are very wasteful, not just with the resources and the things that we have inside our house. We're wasteful with ideas. We are wasteful with our questions and the things in our wisdom. We're wasteful with knowledge, the things that we share with other people. But we just don't even think about it in that sense. Our mindsets in a lot of different areas, they do tend to go to waste, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. It means it's not being utilized. So like I said, scarcity looks one way, but it's not. So if you shift your focus from lack to opportunity, you'll start seeing the different things that are lining up around you, the stuff that people present, the interesting comment that someone next to you made that might have tugged on a heartstring or something of that nature. It's out there, okay? There's somebody looking for you. There's somebody who wants you near them to attend that event or just to show up and listen to them, to give you the advice that only you can have. There's a lot of different opportunities, and it looks different if you allow yourself to be open and open to receive what is out there. We're so closed-minded. Now, we really have to understand that your mindset, it really does set the stage of your reality. I mean, I'm just saying, once you just think about it, how do you feel about your life right now? Are you paying attention to what you don't have? Are you frustrated with what other people are saying to you? You feel like it's true? Is it burdens? What are you focused on? What are you thinking about? Yeah, what are you feeding? Which wolf are you feeding? I love that analogy. Are you feeding the wolf that's negative and just there's no hope? Are you feeding the one who wants to do things and be the change whether he sees it or not? Which one are you feeding? Because the food, I mean, just saying, what are you thinking about? What are you focused on? You can control that part. So do so. Now, practicing gratitude, I'm thankful for, I really appreciate, all those warm and fuzzy words that we tend to have around Thanksgiving or Christmas. You should have a 365. I'm just saying, you should always be paying attention to the things that you have, not the things that you don't have. And you should be grateful for. Having that gratitude attitude, it isn't something that should be passive, something that you only have every so often. You want to keep it because that's what really sets you different and apart from the people that are around you, from the ladder. It's also what gives you the strength to keep moving forward. When you realize that it could be worse, that there are things that I don't have, different issues that I am not experiencing, it makes you look at what was a mountain a few minutes ago. All of a sudden, it's a hill. All of us, I'm not taking away from your problems, and I'm not saying like mine are worse than yours. You should never do that. It's real. It's a problem. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. That's all true. But are you going to stop moving forward? Are you going to stop being the best person that you could be? Are you going to allow it to just rule the rest of your life? I hope you said no. I said I hope because I'm just saying I don't know you. I can't control you. I can't make you do anything. But I hope that you said no and then keep moving. Paying attention to what you have, those blessings, once you realize what they are and what they look like when you really just like, let me slow down for a second. Okay, I got this, I got that, I got two of those, got a bunch of this, my cabinets are full. When you start seeing what it is that you actually do have, you can feel how lucky or blessed you actually are. And it feels different. It feels different from the inside out because it is different. You are not as low as you think. You are not without. There's somebody or people around you that love you, that care about you, that want to hear more about what you want to do with yourself, and they want to support you. But are you going to let them? Are you going to pay attention to whether it's blood or not? It doesn't have to always be blood because sometimes family is the ones we don't choose. But are you going to allow them to give you what they have, whether it's knowledge, resources, the opportunity, or just assistance and whatever it is? You may have come in this world by yourself. You may leave by yourself. But while you're here, homie, you're not by yourself. So I understand that you may feel lonely, but the truth of it is you're not alone. You're not alone. So how many people are you going to actually pay attention to and have some gratitude about their presence? Even if you see them just once, twice a day, if you see them all week, somebody you might see every month, they're still a part of your life and they're still a part of your journey. Be grateful about it because that means something and it makes a big difference. When you are in a place of just gratitude on a regular basis, it rewires your perspective. You start seeing everything for the many miracles that it is. You start seeing how things align, how they shape, the way that they connect. And I assure you, when you are open to what that looks like, it is miraculous. It really is very, very awesome to start seeing how God connected A and B, how you gave somebody deja vu that you never met before, but they was right there and on point with something that you were talking about or something you both witnessed at the same time. It's amazing. But if you're so focused looking inwards and looking at what you don't have, you miss those type of things. And I promise you, it is worth being curious about how God makes things work together. When you realize that an opportunity that has come for you that just seems so perfect, like, man, I was really waiting for this. I was really waiting for this. And then you start thinking about all the different strangers that it took to make it happen. When did this plan start to go into effect? Everything from how the opportunity even came about. Did somebody have to lose one? That means they had to mess up earlier, that you had to become a thoughts or aligned so somebody could see you and be like, you know what, I think that person would be good. Whether your application rolled up in front of them and they were just like, you know what, let's call her, let's call him. There are a string of effects that happen without our knowledge all the time. So when you sit back and you allow yourself to really just let me think about this a little bit, you're going to have more appreciation for what you already have. If you get nothing else and not another dollar to your name, how are you going to take care of what you have? How are you going to show appreciation to the people that you already have? If nothing else happens and comes back into your life tomorrow, you still have you and you still have those positions and those people and that family. That's important and it goes a long way. Everything is not disposable and expendable and it doesn't matter. Everything has a purpose and point, and everything has a piece of what your reality looks like. So just look at it a little different. The more that you are open to receive, the greater things are, even if it's something you already have. You just have to change and look at it because gratitude, guess what? It expands with what you value most. So what are you paying attention to? I'm just saying, think about it. Just think about it. Now, third, take inspired action. When I don't mean just your checklist. Stop doing just chores and marking off stuff so that you feel better about it being done. Yeah, you sound just like you're obsessed. You have OCD with making sure that you're productive. Are the things that you are doing on a regular basis, are they really going towards what you really want? Or are you just being responsible? Now, I'm just saying, I ain't saying quit your job and do nothing crazy like that. But a lot of the things that we do and spend time on, we're just checking the lists. We are only surviving, not actually living our life. Hey, a geek surgeon, peace to the gods. That's right. Exactly. I agree. You become, let me show that on here. Yes, you become what you think about most of the time. Very, very true. And I don't know if it's just denial or if we really just don't want to admit it. Like we just don't want to see that. We think that it's temporary, even when it makes sense. Cause and effect. This happened to me, so this is what it is because this is what it did to me. Okay, this happened to you. This is how it made you feel. This is what happened to you after the circumstances. And what? Now what? What you going to do next? You're just stating facts. I get it. This is what happened to you and this is what happened afterwards. I get it. But what next? Life is going to be difficult and it's going to throw you some crazy twists and turns, but it's a part of your journey. It does not stop you there because guess what? As long as you woke up, then you still got things to do. You have things to share. You have things to receive. So come on, put your bootstraps on and get up and claim what's yours and go get it. Share it with those around you. Don't let the obstacles and those frustrations have any more power over your life, over your mindset, over your heart. You need to make sure that you go get what God has for you because it's going to be better than everything that you imagine. If you open yourself up and you just get, you tell yourself, I'm not doing this no more. I'm tired of being tired. I like to tell it to a lot of people really weird. When they say they tired, until you actually really tired, like you for real tired, you're not tired enough because you're not making any change. True frustration, true tiredness, it makes immediate change. And y'all know what I'm talking about too. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Have you ever been in a relationship and they just made you so mad where it's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. It was the quickest decision that you ever made, or you had to quit a job. I am done. I'm out of here. A lot of times, God would allow things to frustrate us so that you can make that quick decision, something just immediate, where just like, this is not healthy. This is not good for me. I'm not. There's a lot of things that we're supposed to let go of that we don't release. We hold on to them for whatever different reasons, loyalty or whatever we think we're supposed to be doing. And God's like, if you don't give it to me, please let it go. Let it go. It's frustrated. It don't feel good. And that's facts. Why are you holding on to that? I agree. I'm going to let that in here. Discipline and consistency is all that needed to be your best self. Discipline and consistency. Yes, our routines are very impactful when it comes to not just the influence of ourselves, but the influence of those around us. You're not being an example if you aren't able to do what you want to do. Like it's just you. If you can't trust yourself to follow through, that's probably why you got trust issues with everybody else. It just makes sense. We usually pay attention to the things that we can see and that we know is real. But if you can't trust yourself, you're not going to trust anybody else to be consistent. We're all human. Yes, we are flawed. We make mistakes. But you be the change that you want to see, because for real, it doesn't matter to anybody else. Your world is the truth for what you believe and what you're doing on a regular basis. So start there. We get distracted trying to change other people. You can't control them. You let them do whatever that they're going to do. But if you say you're going to get up at a certain time, then get up. If you want to eat a certain thing, then eat it. If you want to build something grand, then you lay your bricks and you get to moving. I'm just saying, whatever it is for you, your reality, your world. I'm not saying be like selfish and just be unaware of what you represent in this whole thing called life, because it's not just about you. I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings? No, I'm just saying, the whole world is not about just you, sir, madam, but the things that's on your heart, that cannot come off of your mind, the things that are pulling towards you and they really attract you, whether they move your emotions, positive or negative, that reality is yours. And it is a part of something grand. So don't sleep on it. Stop putting it to the back. Stop waiting for eventually in the perfect moment. God gave that to you. So what you going to do with it? Are you going to activate what he's trying to stimulate and the fire he's trying to light in front of you? Or are you going to keep putting water on it? You going to keep rolling over, not using it? You need to ask questions. You need to sit and you need to trust your intuition. You have great discernment. You know how you feel and you know what's going on with you. You really do. You really do. So why not? Stop calling yourself crazy. Understand what's inside you is there for a reason, and it's just going to stalk you for real. It's not going to go anywhere. And anybody who's ever had regrets, if anyone who's ever lived a life and spent a lot of time not doing the things that they wanted to, they're going to be like very, very serious advocates to tell you, not let time waste and just do what it is that's on your mind. There are plenty of things that you felt and that you thought that you should have done, and you were responsible first. I get it. Responsibilities. Yeah, you don't want to like leave the kids hanging so that you can go travel the world. Yes, I get it. But there's plenty of things that you can do to incorporate in your life so that you can get what you want. The things that are pulling on you that are just truth. They are facts. There's a reason it feels that way. There's a reason that you are attracted to it. You need to figure out why. Ask some questions, all right? A layer of them. Ask the why, and then another why, and then another why. Get down to the source of why these things are paying attention to you and calling your heart. Because guess what? That is God trying to get your attention so that you see what he has for you. Because we hard-headed. We are hard-headed. Let's see. Exactly. Let me make sure that good is there. I'm going to make sure it's bigger so that we can all get it. Mutable laws. Mentalism. Exactly. The all is mine. Correspondence as above, so below. Vibrations, nothing rests, everything moves. Polarity, exactly. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. You're absolutely right. And a lot of people think that it's really, really complicated, and it doesn't have to be so complicated. It's really simple. You have good and bad, positive and negative, yin and yang. Okay, accept it. Half of the truth that we see is so right there in your face. There's no reason to be in denial or trying to fight it. Most of our issues that we have is because we are trying to fight what's right in front of us. First of all, I don't know why you think you're so smart that you can just be changing things. There are things that you can control, and there's so many, many more things that you cannot control. So just accept it. I can't control it, and get on about your day. Keep moving. Don't get stuck trying to get an answer to a question that you may never receive. I'm not saying you can't ask the questions, because asking questions is the only way that you get answers, but you don't have to be obsessed with it. Like, where did the stars come from? Who cares? They're up there minding their business. What they got to do with you in today's Tuesday? I'm just saying, some stuff you are not going to know, and it's absolutely fine. Okay, the wisest man understands that he will not know everything. So, acceptance. We have more problem accepting things than anything else. Something bad happened to you, accept it. It did happen. Now what? There's a dream that you want to have, but you don't know how to get it. Okay, now what? What are you doing next? Don't stay with what this reality is. It's temporary. What else are you doing? What are you going to get out of this moment? What are you going to learn in this moment? What are you going to enjoy in this moment? What are you going to share in this moment? Because really, when you start thinking about it, the moment's passing. The moment's passing. So you can get caught up too far back or even too far ahead. But this moment is right now. and it is passing. So what is it that you are going to do? Trust yourself more. You are not crazy. What you're feeling and what you think, there's something there. And like I said, even if nobody else sees it, God gave it to you. So what does that look like? What does it feel like? What does it do if it's into fruition, if it's out of your head, and then you share it with the rest of your world? When you bring that dream outside of you, what does it look like? Because we want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I got my popcorn over here. I'm ready to see what you're about to do. I'm trying to see what you're going to do. What is it? Because I didn't see it before. God didn't give it to me. He gave it to you. So stop being stingy and put it into fruition. Bring it out and understand that if he gives you a thought, a vision, a plan, that means that everything that you need to make it come to life is already in you. You are already prepared. Whether it's something talent 134 that you haven't used since the 7th grade, guess what? It popped up today. It's perfect. A book that you got in the garage that you just have not even seen 15 years, dust it off and break it open. Okay? Maybe somebody that you haven't called in a long time, but you know that this was an area that they were an expert in. Guess what? Ring your phone, call them up, ask the question. You are prepared for what he is putting in you, and it's time. I'm going to say that again. It's time to do what it is that you were called to do. You may not know all the details of exactly who you are, but I promise you that that gut feeling, that thing inside you that won't let you necessarily sleep on a regular basis, that wakes you up and gives you energy when it's activated or stimulated, that is real. It's real. And it is telling you, I'm not about to leave you alone. I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay and ready to play. Like it's time to go get it. So that's what you are here to do. I am grateful to be a part of that journey. I'm just saying, but your faith without action, it keeps your abundance in a distance. Okay. You can't get all these grand things not moving. If it's bad, if it's negative, if it's scary, it doesn't matter. If it's just unknown, you don't even know what's going on. You keep moving anyway. You move right along just with the time, just with the moment. Everything in life transitions and keeps moving. Why do you think that you're not supposed to? I'm tired. I want some rest. Take a nap and get up or shake it off. I'm just saying, keep moving. Don't deal or just stay settled with anything that you know when you can feel is not progressing you to your next level. Because you guys are going to watch a lot of different things with the people around you. Everybody not going to make it. And I'm not killing people off. I'm not over here the death dealer. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that your next level is different because it's yours. And there are some people in your life that's not going with you. I'm just saying, don't fight it. Don't hold on to their coattails. Ask for God for clarity, maybe some wise, get some answer, but just accept it and understand that it's not personal. It's not because you don't care about them. It's not because you don't love them. But that's just what it is and what it takes for what God has planned for you. So get your book bag and everything on. I'm just saying, you got some things to do. You about to move. You about to go somewhere. Now, like I said, if you're going to change that mindset from scarcity to abundance, and we're going to start cultivating again. We're going to fill in the gaps, and we're going to really start meshing this thing into reality on all realms, all levels, with everything that's in ourselves. Okay? Reframe scarcity into the abundance. Change your mindset. Anchor yourself in gratitude. Just appreciate it. Because really, if you can't handle the stuff that you got right now, I don't even understand why you think that you're going to get more. Appreciate what you got. And that way God knows. If you appreciate that, look what else I got for you. Let me give you this. Let me give you that. Okay? Because that is how he works. Let me show you what else it is that you could enjoy. Because it gets better. And tap into inspired action. Pay attention to your intuition and just trust that you know what you're doing. And trust that God knows it even more than you do. So stop walking in fear and start actually walking towards that abundance and that life that you want to live right now. Not eventually, that you want to live right now, because you can have it today. You can have peace today. You can have less people on your back. I'm just saying, not those monkeys off. You can do that today. You don't have to wait. You really don't. Now, this week, I want everyone to write down 5 things that you are grateful for every day. This week, every day. Now, this is Wednesday, so I'm just going to let you know that means you can't stop till next Wednesday. Write down 5 things that you're grateful for that happened today. Start seeing what God is already doing for you and watch it shift throughout the week where you're like, okay, wow, I have more than 5 things, but I can only write down 5. Like, start being present and watching what's going on around you. And then take a bold step towards your dream. Like I said, I don't know what's in your head. I can't see it, but you can. Take a bold step towards that. Whatever it is that you have been holding back from, the stuff that other people don't understand, make a big step, a leap towards what that is, because that's where you're supposed to be. There's no reason in continuing to fight it. It's a new day. Don't move forward being confused. Now, you follow me for more tips like this. You can go to Instagram at _Pennie Owens or the United Front Network with my homies, or you can go on Facebook with Empowerment Over Sacrifice. That whole page, just touch all the buttons over there as well. Share and invite with your friends or anybody that you think can relate, understand, or just needs to hear some empowerment for themselves. Like, come on, let's not be greedy and selfish with the knowledge. Let's share it. I give you permission, so it's not even illegal. It's legal now. Just, you can give it to whoever you want. Have some fun with it. I just want to remind everybody that abundance, it begins the moment you stop. That you stop chasing what's missing and start honoring. Okay, let me say that again. And start honoring what's already here. If you want more, be present with what's going on and be happy, be grateful. I am Pennie Owens of Pennie Owens LLC, a leadership empowerment and personal development consultancy where we're on a mission to empower professionals, small business owners, and corporate teams to live and lead in their authentic purpose, to change the culture of leadership. It needs to change. We have a lot of pretenders out there. We got a lot of pretenders in high and important places, and that needs to stop. Okay, I'm just saying our tomorrow needs to look a little different. So I'm here to stir that up, and I want you to come with. Okay, we're going to start with the hearts of leaders and expand to their teams, the environments, and the community that they influence. Let's make a huge ripple effect. Join me every Tuesday, 12 noon Central Standard Time. And next week, we will be discussing Clarity and Confirmation Tuesday. What is that? I dedicate every 3rd Tuesday to you. Okay, we want to make sure that those questions in your mind come into fruition and that the answers come along with it. Say it out loud. Say what you need, and let's get some clarity. Always remember that you lead with your purpose in your purpose. So see you next time on Intentional Tuesday. Bye.